Okay, let's go. Hi, muckers. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm pissed, if I'm being honest, and I want to talk about MrBeast. So, MrBeast is truly the thing that is going to kill YouTube. And I hope people know the gravity in which that statement is, because MrBeast has become the biggest, most influential person on this platform, and with that power, he has decided to just completely industrialize the platform, and he has now been supported by the community, and they have raised him up, and now that he's at the top, he has now done something and continues to do things that are going to continue to push the ability that a human can do in terms of content creation, the speed, the creativity, all of that out of the window, because he continues to pander towards these big tech companies, these AI companies. And let me say it again, because I've had a lot of arguments with people online about this. AI, the rise of it, is the death of art and is the death of creation. And people, like, I don't understand how people keep giving me pushback on this. AI is not creative. AI is built up by other people being creative. And also, the conversation with AI has been really scary recently because there are now like AI influencers, and there will be mukbangs of fake people, AI people, and they look realistic, they talk realistic, and people online are keep being like, well, I never supported AI. I don't know how AI is, becoming such a strong entity. And I'm like, well, whenever there's a trend and people upload a photo of themselves to AI and they're like, turn me into a cartoon, you're giving the database of AI more definition of what a human face looks like, of how a human moves, of how... So, yes, to the people who say that they casually use AI, you're also feeding into this as well, and it's a full conversation that really pisses me off. But anyways, with MrBeast, he has now done something that I think is truly unforgivable, and it's really interesting because I just came from VidCon, and I posted a video like an hour ago talking about that full experience. It was crazy and a lot went on, but I was having open conversations with creators, and we were talking about what are social media platforms when it comes to content creation going to look like in the next couple of years, considering that AI is taking over. Like, AI is taking over algorithms. It is taking over how much content can be created by a fake person, how much content can be created by a real person if a real person decides to overload using AI. This cannot continue to happen. It's going to, unfortunately. We're too far in it. There's going to be no world in which AI does not exist, right? We're aware of that. So it's only going to continue getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Sorry, I have a water down here. Can you see how red I'm getting from angry already? AI is only going to continue to rise. And I think we're all aware of that. But it's really scary to think of what this platform will be, what TikTok will be, what all these platforms will be, whenever we are going to be in competition anyways with a digital entity like AI. And the fact that MrBeast, the world's largest, most influential creator, has just posted this, I want to talk about it. Oh, I have a lot to say. So he posted this. By the way, he posted this, I think, like day 2 of VidCon, which is crazy because all of day 1 were creators talking about their stress when it comes to AI taking over. So this is what MrBeast posted, right?
It's a new way to make professional-looking viral thumbnails with zero Photoshop experience. And the best part is, this new
which is crazy, by the way, because AI knows how to create that because it steals from people who do know how to use Photoshop.
method works in every niche. Whether you do gaming, cooking, beauty, this works for all of them. From creating custom results from any channel to literally being able to put your face on a thumbnail, it literally feels like cheating. This is the home...
I cannot believe that he said that in the video. He just said it literally feels like cheating. Motherfucker, it is cheating. I can't believe he just said it feels like cheating. Bitch, it is.
Results from any channel to literally being able to put your face on a thumbnail, it literally feels like cheating. This is the home of the AI tool where you can type in any channel on all of YouTube and it'll use it as inspiration for the thumbnail it's generating. So
use it as inspiration, i.e. we'll copy the work that creator paid an artist to commission to do or created themselves. We're fucked. Everyone is fucked. Not only am I talking about content creators here, by the way, I highly doubt that content creators will be able to have a job in the next 5 years. I think all of the creators, myself included, will be out of a job, right? because we will not be able to keep up with, again, the industrialification of AI. And I think that this is going to affect all of us, and we really should not be feeding into this. Not only are creators on the out because of people like MrBeast now, but journalists are going to be on the out because AI is now able to replicate hundreds of journalists in one, okay? Shops are not going to need employees anymore because they're able to have AI machines do it. Literally, what does the world look like whenever all of us can be replaced by AI? None of us get paid, none of us have jobs. Then what does that look like? Hopefully they're coming from MrBeast. I just don't think people are taking it serious as what it is when it comes to AI. Think of where we have progressed with AI in the last 6 months, and imagine another 6 years. Baby, there's not going to be another 6 years. There fundamentally cannot be. What happens when AI starts to push back on the people entering prompts? What happens when AI can do its own prompts? What does that look like? All of our information being stolen? No social protection at all? This is...
For example, let's say you're MrBeast. You would just type in MrBeast here. Now it's going to look at all my recent videos and get inspiration from them. And for the prompt...
Inspiration. It is copying the art style.
I'm going to type in stranded on a volcano. And there you go. We now have a thumbnail with me dangling on the side of a volcano. This is perfect for inspiration.
Perfect for inspiration. Perfect for inspiration, he says. Also, yeah, a prompt tool that is able to replicate people's faces and put them in thumbnails and in different situations. What a genius idea, MrBeast. This is exactly the conversations we have about deepfakes and why that needs to be banned, and how people can literally create porn of any person in the entire world because of AI.
And if you do a couple iterations with the system, this is how you can literally generate your thumbnails going forward. Now let's say you don't want to take inspiration from a YouTube channel. You don't have
Inspiration is crazy.
to. As you can see here, I have a very descriptive prompt describing a Minecraft block that is glowing rainbow colors and vibrant Minecraft grass with trees in the background with no YouTube inspiration. So now let's hit generate, and I think you're going to be impressed with what this comes up with. I have not altered this in any way.
I will never be impressed by AI.
Look at this thumbnail it came up with. That is actually insane.
Slop,
all from one single prompt and no inspiration from any other channel. You can type literally anything you want and it will generate a thumbnail for you in a style that will make a viral YouTube video. And step 3, to show you how all out we went on this AI thumbnail tool.
Also, just want to clarify that what I hope happens is that these platforms are going to get so overridden by AI slop that I think the only way out of this, other than us all being killed, of course, is people looking for, like, true authenticity again. I hope with the rise of this bullshit slop thumbnail dumbass shit that we start to see a rise of thumbnails that aren't edited, that are just a screenshot of a video. Very Trisha Paytas core.
You can also copy a URL from any YouTube video. We'll just paste this one I have here. And in the prompt box, just tell it what to change to the thumbnail. To demonstrate, I have this F1 thumbnail with an F1 car.
So literally just stealing and changing people's work with no...
And so in the prompt, I'm just gonna simply type in, change F1 car to minivan. That is all I'm typing in. I'm gonna hit generate. Let's see what it produces. And boom, it's done. I'm not even joking. Look, it swapped out the F1 race car for a minivan. That was it. I just typed in a prompt and it's...
Also just want to clarify in this video alone how much fucking energy consumption he's used is insane with AI. The amount of fucking water that is being used in this, the amount of damage he's done to the environment in this one video has probably fucking, you may as well cut down those fucking trees that he planted. I love that hypocrisy. MrBeast being praised for his work to the world. He plants trees and he does all this. Okay, well, this is the most contradicting thing that he could ever do. MrBeast not only creating this, but promoting it to millions of people around the world who are going to use it, and the damage that is going to do to the environment. Oh, but don't worry, he plants trees. Oh, and we're to believe that he's an authentic person? This is way too far from me.
Swapped it. This is crazy. If you really like the thumbnail you're generating, but not the face on it, don't worry. We have this face swap tool that you can click, upload a face you do like, and it will instantly swap it onto the thumbnail. To show you how simple this is, I'm gonna take a photo of my face, okay? I'm now gonna hit face swap and take the thumbnail from this to this automatically. I could go on and on, but this is the future of YouTube thumbnails. No more complicated Photoshop and having to get a PhD in how to edit things and figure out what 1,000 buttons do. Now, you can literally just type into a prompt what you want, and it'll give it to you.
Wow. 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 First of all, I just want to clarify one thing that I saw online, which is this. MrBeast, only a couple fucking years ago, raised hell because someone did this to him. The largest channel in Russia just takes my thumbnails and photoshops someone else's faces on it. And he made this big deal about this. This company doing it. What is his entire new fucking thing doing? He's literally talking about, oh, if you don't like that face, just fucking swap it. And then you generated a new thumbnail. Fuck you. Now, I just want people to know that when MrBeast, Jimmy Donaldson, says this is the future of YouTube, really sit with that for a second. What does that look like? It means that you are only ever going to get shown things in the algorithm now that is AI. You know why? Because AI, you're able to make 100 thumbnails in AI the same time it would take someone to create one in an hour. What does that happen to the platform? It means that the platform is overridden by AI, which means that humans cannot keep up to date with it. Like, people literally cannot compete with machines. And that's the thing that makes this even crazier, is MrBeast was for the community, allegedly, but he is literally setting the standard now that you have got to fucking perform like a fucking machine, like AI. These social media platforms that rely on creativity or creatives will not exist in a couple years. I think we're unfortunately seeing that because we're dealing with money-hungry tech bros like MrBeast. Now, my brother, I love my brother. We were talking about this. We were on a call about it, and I was like ranting on the phone to him, and I wanted to put out a statement about this, and we kind of worked on something back and forth. My brother's a great writer. And I was like ranting about these different points, and I was saying to him, I was like, he's churning this into a machine. You know what I mean? He has directly created something that benefits an algorithm because the algorithm always protected him. So this is what me and my brother worked on. We said MrBeast is accelerating the death of authentic content creation, and no one is discussing it. The launch of View Stats, which is what this is called, and its AI-generated thumbnail tool might just seem like another data-optimized feature, but it's actually one of the most dystopian moves YouTube and the entire community has seen. Made even worse by the fact it's coming from the most powerful creator on YouTube. Again, this is not just a random creator with no subs. This is the biggest fucking creator promoting this. Again, literally about the fact that the world's largest creator has now created a tool that is supposed to optimize every single pixel for clicks. And again, what does this mean? It means we're at the death of the creatives who create these things. We now have a fucking computer that's gonna do it. Therefore, we don't need your creative ass anymore because you can't keep up. And that's so fucking unfair. And again, we go on to say, like, creators are already feeling like they're in a losing game. We've talked about algorithms for years upon years. However, not only are creators now going up against algorithms, which normally were just creators that had bigger teams that could pump out more content, we're now dealing with creators that are going to rely on AI to create the most clickable content. That's his full thing. Look at this thumbnail that's going to go viral. This clickable content that, again, is fast to create. You can create multiples very quickly. And again, it's optimized for clicking. So humans will not be able to keep up with this. And again, the main point here, other than hiring an artist, it's cheaper. So what does that mean? Creatives are out of a job, but don't worry, because we continue to level up here, and then it will be that no one in the world will be able to compete with AI. Not just content creators, but literally anyone. Which is why when you literally support people like MrBeast doing this, you're directly fucking yourself over, regardless of if you create YouTube or you work in a shop. So again, it's an impossible tool to keep up with, and I just cannot believe that he would promote something like this. And again, go on to say, MrBeast was known for setting trends. However, it's more so like setting the rules now. He literally is promoting these tools that if you do not use them, well, you're going to be out of a job and fall behind. And again, this full concept of performing like a fucking machine. Now, go on to say that the fact it's being celebrated instead of questions goes to show that the way the YouTube community and the way the world is moving. And again, it's going to hit a point where everyone is affected by it and no one can keep up. But you know what, babe? It's going to be too late by that stage. It's going to be too fucking late. So again, YouTube and social media platforms were created so that you could identify and relate with the creator and get to know them. If you think back on the original stage of, you know, a YouTube star back in the OG days, or literally when we have these conversations with like Parasocial, literally people are going to start having Parasocials with AI content that is fake, people that are fake. We are going to see a rise in fake people, like actually not real people, and we won't be able to tell. I've already gotten fooled by a couple of AI videos this week, which is embarrassing to admit. It's only going to get more intense. That's why people need to be speaking about this. And the fact that MrBeast at one stage only a couple years ago complained about a company trying to rip off his content for free and all like this, and now he has created a tool in which you and I can do that? What a hypocrite. What a hypocrite. Muckers, let me know your opinion of this. It's incredibly dangerous where we're all heading in the world with AI, and I just couldn't not talk about this. Okay, I will see you in my next one. I hope you're all doing very well, and goodbye.